those of you who missed this week's episode of the Shadowspark Chronicles, here's what happened. We come back to Justinian into his room in shock as to what he just witnessed. Not sure what just occurred, he lays in his bed until sheer exhaustion takes him. Gwenton has also received a secret message, but from his own realm. Heron the innkeeper covertly slips Gwenton a note in the handle of a mug of ale asking him to meet. Gwenton then sneaks off to find out more. Gwenton tells Bishop he needs to talk with Heron and heads down to the lobby of the tavern. Heron is nowhere to be seen, and after waiting a while, he slips back into the kitchen. He finds Heron in his room. He is surprised that Gwenton took him up on his invitation and is glad that he showed. He informs him to watch out his window on the morrow as something strange happens every 3 days and that strange things are not right in Perrin's Folly. Cerys has been spreading lies about the Unsparkers, stating demonic influence and sacrificial rites being performed in Candor's keeps. Gwenton, realizing that this very acts that he is accused of doing are performed in Perrin's Folly by Cerys Morr himself. He takes this information back to Bishop, who is standing guard. They gathered together in the morning to discuss the events that happened during the night. Upon disclosure of the madness affecting the town, Justinian, connecting the dots, reveals that the entity who welcomed Justinian is the evil lesser god, Beshava. They plan to act once they have enough information. They worry for the ship they sailed in on. Recent history revealed that ships are dismantled to repair the town. They head down to the tavern and find Cerys Morr waiting for them. He is none too happy to see them again. In the process of the interrogation, he casts Zone of Truth and delves further into the Light Unsparkers' visit. Questioning continues on with the intent of the Unsparkers and the origins of their arrival. After the party answers, they inquire whether they can review the book. Archpriest Morr allows the review of the book by only Marsland. Anaximander begins a bit of questioning himself, inquiring on the intent of the Archpriest and the safety of the party. He states clearly that he has no intent to deceive and the Unsparkers' safety is assured. Under guard, the party visits an old friend, Gordy, the leather worker. They discuss at length the history of Perrin's Folly since the conflagration. Covertly, he lets the party know of a loose latch in the back of the fortress. Anax also lets him know that his family can seek safety on the ship if they feel threatened. The group heads to the dock and meets the captain of the Imperial ship to warn the captain of the situation. They come to a decision on how best to communicate their status in case the worst happens. They bid each other farewell. Before heading back to the tavern, Bishop asks the guard the same question about their stint in Briar's Fork, and though they deny ever being there, he sees through their lies. Anaximander asks for a tour of the devastation that occurred wherein the guardsman obliges. Afterwards, they head back to the tavern, and it is starting to fill as night falls, and Heron hands an ale to the head guard, Captain Durnian Blackshield. Some questions are tossed about Blackshield, and between Blackshield and the group, Bishop offers the mercenaries to join the Tyr militia under Anaximander. They discuss this at length. Soon after, the Unsparkers convene in the upstairs room to discuss the next steps. They disagree on how to address the mercenaries. Enax will not employ those who would break a contract, and Bishop is willing to pay the mercs to switch sides. The standstill continues into the night, wherein the party witnesses firsthand the cult-like behavior of the town. Marching in step, the party sees antler-adorned, robe-wearing people, some of which strike a bearing resemblance to Candor's guards and the Academy acolytes. Please join us every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we continue with the ongoing adventures of the Shadowspark Chronicles. And as always, we will see you in the dungeon.